Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. Thank you for joining me on the Angry Truth channel. So, today's video we're going to talk about, and just real quick, AOC and her bullshit. Now, we all been following this New York politician nationwide. It's insane how this idiot from the Bronx makes it out to the nation the way she has. I mean, there are people in fucking California and Washington State that know who this idiot is. She just constantly, because she's an idiot, and you know, the media gives this idiot a platform to talk. She just keeps talking. Now she is in, I wouldn't say hot water, but she's getting some backlash from lying pretty much about the Capitol attack and feeling like her life was in danger from fucking, what was it, 4 or 5 blocks away. So this is where she was. And this is where the Capitol was. She was nowhere near danger. Nowhere near it. She was just, you know, fucking far. But leave it to her to make it about her and then sit there and say how nervous she was and scared. Especially when well, I guess it was a cop or some kind, security comes through the door and he came in too aggressive and scared her. And she has PTSD from watching the Capitol attack blocks away. She tried to put herself in the same, listen, the PTSD thing to me is often a touchy subject because yes, you can suffer PTSD from fucking tripping over driftwood and hitting your head against a rock in the sand. Whatever. But it's bullshit, guys. The only people that, when they say they have PTSD, are people who went through some traumatic shit. Women who've been raped, guys who've been, or people who've lost their kids, Trade Center survivors, bad fires, cops that were in bad shootings, and military guys. Those are people that when they're like, oh man, I got PTSD from that. I'm like, you know, there needs to be a dramatic trauma event, not somebody who lost their dog and it ran away from them. And I always suffer PTSD from it. Now we're going to start fucking labeling everyone with PTSD because they said so. And so this fucking bitch is sitting there talking about she has PTSD. People are always trying to make shit about themselves. And when people start using the term post-traumatic stress to fit their fucking narrative, it's bullshit. All right? I've seen people in different communities use PTSD. The black community wants to use PTSD because of the way they were treated once or twice by a cop. Some asshole told me he had PTSD because a cop spoke to him a certain way. I was like, no shit, did the cop beat you? Now I can get it if the cop was whipping your ass and you didn't do anything, and then you got PTSD behind that, I guess. But then that's like saying you got PTSD from just fighting, right? So I met a guy who said he had PTSD from a cop. I'm like, oh, did the cop beat you up or some shit? He goes, nah, man, it was just the way he was acting. And I was like, you got PTSD from that? You a fucking bitch. If you're getting fucking PTSD from fucking bullshit, you're a fucking bitch. Back to AOC. She's a fucking dick for even putting herself in the same category as, first of all, those who were at the Capitol during the attack, who were probably scared for their lives. I mean, granted, they, you know, still pussies, but nonetheless, they were in the shit, those Capitol people. This bitch was fucking blocks away from it. All right, and you saw the map. You saw where she was in reference to what was going on in the Capitol. Now, I know that they were locking other public buildings down where other politicians were in, but those politicians, you don't hear them crying about it. So, the point of this video is be careful stepping in the bullshit. You got people like this fucking asshole talking about how traumatic it was for them to be in D.C. Because that's what it's pretty much boiling down to. The bitch wasn't there. She was fucking, you know, in a safe haven, if you will. She was where other people in the Capitol building wanted to be, in her shoes. And she has the balls to sit there and say, well, you know, it was traumatic for me. Because using PTSD, that means anything could be traumatic. And so what are we going to do now? Start a fucking PTSD fund for everyone who has something bad happen in their life? Traumatic experience, guys. That's what it is, right? Post-traumatic stress disorder. Key word there is traumatic. So Now people are like AOC are going to use PTSD as their crutch for a lot of bullshit. We need to stop that. We need to nip that bullshit in the bud. People are like, well, everybody suffers differently. Fuck that. This is why America is turning into pussies, because everyone has a fucking has a traumatic time in their experience, and they should all claim PTSD. No, absolutely not. Like, again, like a woman being raped. I hate bringing it up, but a woman being raped, that's a traumatic experience. That's PTSD shit. Again, not because your ice cream fell on the floor and as a kid you go, mommy, and that was traumatic for you. So now every time you see an ice cream truck, you get pissed. You see where this is going? The psychosis of people are turning into mush, pussies, whatever you want to call it. People like AOC are dangerous, because now she's sitting there talking about how bad she felt while she was there. Well, you fucking coward, grow a fucking pair of balls. You were in a safe fucking area, and there were people in the Capitol handling the shit a lot better than she was, and you don't hear them talking about it like she was. So again, she is a byproduct of her area. She's an idiot, and the people who voted for her were idiots. Right? So we have to be careful of idiots, because idiots seem to be running this country right now, and people allow her to open her mouth and speak. Anyway, I wanted to get that out real quick, because fucking idiots. I mean, they're everywhere, but this one's actually fucking on TV making idiot comments. You know, so guys, thank you for watching. This is the Angryprepper. Thank you for joining me on the Angry Truth channel. You can follow me on Instagram now. You can also head over to the Angryprepper channel. I'd like to subscribe to that channel. Follow me there as well. All right, guys, thank you for watching.